welcome! This is Brand New West Midland of Bin Library! And today, I was for some reason a little distracted when I was setting this up, so let me just make sure we have Higurashi audio. Maybe not. I don't know what happened to me setting up. I sat down at my desk today to like start streaming and get everything ready. And then I looked at my phone for too long. Had that stream distraction. Oh look, it's so good at myself for setting up today that I can hear myself. It is a scuffy day. I can sense it. It is a scuffy day, but that's okay. We deal with the scuff in the best way possible by adapting and overcoming. Anyway, hello Void, welcome. Hello anyone lurking. Hello anyone who is watching the VOD, welcome. I just want to get some gamer sound in with Higurashi. It's not coming through. It's not coming through. That's really weird. I'm gonna just restart Higurashi a hot sec. Are you sure? Yes. Can't go with sound. Howdy, Crusader. Welcome. That's the best howdy you're gonna get out of me. But greetings. As is tradition on most streams, you know, having a small bit of scuff because my brain didn't work while I was setting up, and I didn't think, you know. My brain just didn't set this up beforehand for some reason. My brain was just like, no, why would I need to set things up before my stream? That's so silly. Why is the sound not coming through for the game? That's very, very, very annoying. Anyway, let's load it. Then I'll have like a BGM going. Scuff adds character, indubitably. We have much character. Yes, load. Hi, Chibi me. Hi. Hi, DePaula Wolf. Oh yeah, we were stopping a weeb from being a creep. That's what we were doing. If that's not working. Oh, let's try put it through here. There we go! For some reason, if I just put it in a different audio channel, it worked. So we're here, we're there. You have sound now. Wonderful! We can continue. It sounds like an uphill battle. Yeah. So, in this particular scene, because I had to stop mid-scene streaming last time, we'd gone to an all-you-can-eat kind of cake day at a restaurant where they have a bit of yabai clothing as for the waitresses, and someone's there being a real creep. So, Keiji Mayabara stood up to try to defend, even though he's getting his ass kicked by a weeb, though. So, That's right, 3 times I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think. In this viscous region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait, dumbstruck, until the moment I was thrown. The moment I was, that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. And he was thrown across the room again. Crash! You lack training, young man. I was loath to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. Keiji, your heart was in the right place. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat. Oh hey, I think this happened in Higurashi Go/Sotsu. I don't know. Because I remember being very confused when I was watching the animes as to what came first. Luckily, I had a friend at the time who was like, "This is the order you need to watch them in." I was like, "Okay, thank you very much for the description." I don't know which one this actually happened in. Thankfully, you weren't injured. The more experienced waitress than before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over. Did she have to do it? Please say you didn't have to touch that man's crotch. Please say you didn't have to do that. Are you okay? Doing that for my sake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. I wasn't much help. I've never won a fight before, cause Keiji's a little weedy woo. He ain't got no muscles. You did run into a void dweller. Da da da! Void dwellers. I have a few void dwellers in chat. I have a void dweller in my chat and a void traveler in my chat sometimes. I keep communing with the void accidentally. No, you just tried to help. Made me happy. I'm not joking. It's just that I was thinking it was lucky Kei-chan came here today. As she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the cream from the washcloth. She was, oh no, she did have to touch his crotch. Oh, this game be so yabai sometimes. Sonozaki, you can take your break now. You deserve a goddamn break after that. You still have 1 or 2 hours left, don't you? No, it's fine. Even though it's just part-time, it's still a paying job. I want to work properly while I'm on the clock. So really, you don't have to worry about me. Sweetie, take a break. Take a break. Everyone deserves to take a break. Take a break. She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mion would be that weak. This was Shion, and she'd been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality. I hate taking breaks that's 30 minutes of money lost. I mean, but it's also 30 minutes of not working, which is nice. Also, it's not money lost, because they'll never pay you that money anyway. Kei-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much dessert as you can. When you're done, we'll have you fill out a survey. Well then, I've got to get back to the floor. I hope you have a much better day, and that's the only creep you have to deal with today, Shion. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitresses started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her. Excuse me, could I borrow your phone? The phone? It's by the register. I'll show you where. I think of it as recharging, so I can deal with the next wave of garbage. Yes! That's exactly how I think about it. It's just like, I get to shut down for half an hour. It's great. Speaking of creeps you have to deal with, I'm here! Hello, normal-sized phantom. Welcome. I pulled a 10-yen coin out of my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. How my breaks at my workplace work is that I break out and it pauses the pay until I get back on the clock. Yeah, it tends to be how it goes, because like most breaks are unpaid, which is sad. Chomps off chibi head, no! Leave my head alone! Ching! Deflected. Threat deflected. Hello, Jobhop, welcome! Yeah, well, most of my shifts at the moment, I don't have breaks because they're too short. They're too short to legally have breaks in. Well, to legally mandate breaks. Wait. If VTubing is your job and then you do more hours of VTubing, does that mean you have to legally give yourself a break? Now is not the time for tears. I had to fight. If I recall, 1 ticket is good for up to 4 people, right? It's alright if I call over 3 more people. Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list. Could I have their names? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjugated Shion to that humiliation. Yeah, have a cute chibi model too. Hello, doll. Welcome. Dalvgin. Dalvgin. I never actually attempted to say her name last time. This is not, no eating the chibi. No, I have this shield for a reason. No eating the chibi. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favour today, punk. The first is that I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And third is that we're the most powerful club in history. I'm gonna get a Steam Deck for my breaks after I get paid a bit. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Mod looks at you to put. No! No putting! No putting! Deflected. Please add Rene Ryugu, Satoko, Hojo, and Rika Faraday to the list. Yeah, guys, don't eat chibi brownie. Normal no, God, no. Do not transfer this to my main model, please. No cannibalism. Cute chibis and cute anime girls are people too. It does count as cannibalism, and that is illegal. Illegal theft the chibi, no. Deflected! I am the parry queen. Parry all your insults. Parry all your threats. Understood, I'll do that. I'll have the best and most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You fat asses! Prepare to meet your maker! Chibis are not human. They are just a walking snack. No snack! No! Cannibalism isn't illegal. Sourcing that illegally is the main problem. Oh, that's a good point. Well, I do not consent, therefore it is illegal. That's a nice restaurant. Oh, the uniforms are so cute. Rena wants to wear one of them too. Just to make sure she doesn't sound gay. On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I am deeply moved. Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share. Keiji-san, enough with the charades. Let us get to the point. Rena and Rika-chan put down their forks when Satoko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly to the table. I beg of you! I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please lend me your strength! Pet the chibi! Yeet the chibi! No yeeting! Deflected. Shake the chibi! I don't want to be shaken either! Deflected! The 3 of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behaviour. What's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? Didn't it? Actually, Mion's younger sister Shion is working part-time at this restaurant. Ah, that little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her? Could it? She resembles her. Resembles her? Resemble? That's just Mion with her hair down, isn't it? I didn't know what to say. If Keiji says that's Shion, then that's Shion. Pet the chibi with spiked glove. No spikes! Teach the existential dread that comes along with comes with the recognition of reality to the chibi. Oh, chibi already knows that. It's okay. Let's vote to eat the chibi. We live in a democratic society. The majority has power. No! What has power is my shield! You are terrible. You're terrible, you are. Terrible! might be twins, but they really look that much... Can they really look that much alike? To those who want to eat the chibi, say aye! Nay! Nay! No eating the chibi! No! Put the chibi in SCP-682's containment unit. Which one was that? I can't remember. I'm bad with numbers. They're called monozygotic twins. They really can look identical. Renna gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced. No! Nay! Thank you, Napoleon Wolf! Thank you! No. Undying lizard in acid breath. No. The hazard to destroy the the all-loving SCP. It sounds bad, bro. What? Do you believe me? I'll get to the point then. So, let me describe the crap that just happened. I recounted everything that just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. So what's this game about? It's about a happy slice of life and nothing like nothing bad at all. Nothing weird at all. It's completely nice, obviously, totally, completely nice. Yeah. Completely nice. Nothing weird. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it. Evil lolly. Yeah, I guess that is kind of what this is about. They're not evil. They're cute. I mean, look at this face. She's beautiful. She'd never come at you with a hatchet. What are you on about? That's awful. Poor Shi-chan. However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unsightly you can be. There's nothing I can say about that. Satoko-chan. To admit that you lost and seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Keiji-kun chose to help Shi-chan rather than save his pride. So pathetic. Renna's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling me all sorts of names, but there was no malign intentions behind her words. Then, what should we do? Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika's suggestive silence, in kind, with my own quiet resolve. I'm fine with a medium amount of non-lethal stabbings. I would say there's a medium amount of stabbings in this game. Because it's not like... It doesn't go overboard with the horror and hits. It's more subtle. Like, the first chapter we did, it was more about Keiji's, like, paranoia all the way through. You don't know how much... Obviously, there were some bad things that happened, but you don't know how much of what happened was just his horrific paranoia, or what was real at times. It's crazy. Well, I thought it would be something like that. It's a bit much for Keiji to handle alone. Huh? Then you'll help. Of course, Keiji-kun. We'll help anybody who's being bullied. I remember when I was cornered by those thugs. What Shion said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa was really began to hit home. I was also saying this in Renna's voice, but it wasn't actually Renna's voice. This was Keiji's thoughts, but Keiji just likes Renna so much that he started thinking like Renna. However, Keiji Mayabata, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight! Sorry, I owe you one. My standards are entirely hypothetical. Well, we'll see if they hold after the mild stabbings. I don't know if there are any in this one. Like I said, I know this chapter probably has one of the most horrific scenes in Higurashi. But Higurashi never gets that gruesome, I don't think, from my memory. Higurashi Vast versus chapter bullying chibi. That is the way of the Higurashi streams. That's just how it be. You tried your best. but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad, how sad. Rika-chan gently pat my head before me, but there was no mindless pity in the palm of her hand. It was overflowing with strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us. Yes, vengeance! Mion can't join us due to various circumstances, so I'll temporarily be taking command. Our strategy will revolve around Shion's defense and the extermination of the enemy's combat capabilities. Who's the enemy? Are there a lot of them? From this point forward, anyone who messes with Shion shall be considered an enemy combatant. There are no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions? Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand. What is it, Rika-chan? Do we have to show mercy? No mercy! No mercy! No mercy for the creeps! No mercy for the creeps! Of course we don't have to. We have no need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare lay a finger on Mion's little sister. Indubitably! No mercy for the creeps. No mercy for the creeps. Then it's okay, Keiji. Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to put pretty much murder someone. Yay! The children get to break femurs. Yay! No row, mustard gas. Go fish. Like Satoko walks in. You guys know I have some tarantula. She would do that. It'd be great. I, Keiji Maibata, will assume all responsibility. Rout them. Alrighty. Rena's gonna do her best too. Sorry. Please do. Keiji-san, you don't have to be so tense. Well, just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too. Well then, everybody. Let's give it our all. Go for it! Yay! Nipa! You could have hit Home Alone Satoko voice. I don't really know how to do this. You can't say Posh Satoko doesn't... It really fits with how she's written. I know it doesn't fit with her background, but it fits with how she's written. She literally is introduced with the oh ho 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 princess voice. We will always have Posh Satoko. Always. The sentence is death. Geneva Convention suspended. It's time for war. Thus, the most powerful war band in the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion, am I right, boys? Let's go, girls. Let's go break some Geneva Conventions. Just girl things. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone beside me had terrifying combat capabilities. If all of them combined their strength to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. More like Geneva Checklist. No! But Home Alone Kid Sadako, I don't know what the Home Alone Kid voice is that you're referring to. Is it like New York? Jesus Christ, I don't even know how to do that voice. But also, you'll never get anything but Posh Satoko. For instances that I have stated, she tries to talk like an adult, and I like to think she would put on that voice. Sonozaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits for table 7. Ah, sure thing. Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet. Posh Satako's always haunt my nightmares. Good! It's vengeance for all these threats of violence towards the chibi. Hulk Hogan is an adult. Make her talk like him. I don't know. How does Hulk Hogan talk? I don't think I've probably seen meme clips of this man, but I don't know. Chibi Protector! Sonic the Chibi Protector, yes! I would love Sonic to be a Chibi Protector. I should put him on my shield. We inject acid directly into the necks. Could be worse. How about Cockney Satoko? Cockney Satoko? You can't even properly say her name in a Cockney accent. Cockney Satoko. God, the Japanese people were rolling, wouldn't they, if they heard their language in that accent. Hey, comrades. Here she comes yet again. This time, we will have her spill everything on my... I don't want to read that, it's too dirty. Satoko. It was, yeah. This time another one was right for herself. The very depravity of these men itself was a full-on attack. Correct. Renner, this is KG. Ambush them around table 5 and 6. Renner, do you copy? The restaurant's uniforms are so cute. I want to take them home. Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Renner. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Renner was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. Renner, you are a little bit gay. You keep saying it's the uniform, but I don't know if it's the uniform, sweetie. I really don't. From a normal person's point of view, it was like having a fox guard a hen house, but when it comes to Renner, things are different. Cute mode, 120% synchronization. We've won! When Renner's in that state, even the laws of physics won't apply. Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags. Now, my comrades! Hail mein Führer, shining Lucifer of the Haru Mecha! A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Egads, 3 of them at once! Flap, flap, flap! Yeah! Oof, wah! It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent in unnatural angles. So apparently Hulk Hogan gets stronger the more fans he has. And that's why he can beat up the Hulk. Oh, that makes sense. I'm sorry, Renner, but you've been diagnosed with a case of the gay. By the power of gay, she has unparalleled strength. And it's Pride Month as well, so she's even stronger now than any other time of year. What is this madness? Renner teetered into view and gave them a warning. Oh, no mischief, okay? No means no. No! You tell him, Renner. You tell him, sweetie. Renner's gonna be the one going to take her home. Renner, you are the predator, Renner. This girl's. What a strange technique! The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out. And that's our Renner-san. And no matter how many times I see it, it's always frighteningly quick. So all of them just went, Hail mein Führer. Yes, they did. That's how bad they are. That's the level of creep they are. They think it's cool to yell that before tripping a girl over so that they will do dirty things. I imagine that Renner would stop a bank robbery if the burglars were stealing a cute thing. Yes, she would. See, even psychos understand consent. Exactly. Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anyone within a 2-meter radius who attacks Shion is completely obliterated by Renner. As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with welts on their legs or hands. Everyone needs a Rena. I would like a Rena bodyguard too, please. Maybe I should replace the shield with a Rena, then you guys can run. We should beat you up. Oh, Keiji-kun, this is Rena. There's nobody left that'll bother Shi-chan. I'm gonna take her home now. Rena, no, Rena, abort. Rena, this is Keiji. Good work. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home denied. I repeat, permission to take home denied. And I'll just look. Oh. Rena's like an active patrolist. It depends. Are you a cute lolly? Currently, I'm a cute chibi. I think I would be in Rena's cute expectations. She finds Colonel Sanders cute, so it's not hard. I guess looking is just fine. That wouldn't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I know who tried to mess with Shion. Anybody who was clutching their arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises. Currently, we've finished identifying all enemy forces. Proceed with the next phase. Satoko, this is Keiji. What's your status? This is Satoko. And that's a rude way to ask. Keiji-san, exactly who do you think I am? Sweetie. Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with order chits and their destinations, and was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. Hey, what are you doing? And now we kill them. Maybe. You'd never be able to stream again if Rena took you home with her. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Rena's... No, they live in the sticks. They're gonna have shit Wi-Fi, aren't they? So yeah, I wouldn't be able to stream again. What do you mean Colonel Sanders is cute? Okay. Actually, I do agree. I saw on TikTok there was a Final Fantasy XIV crossover with KFC, and they had Colonel Sanders dressed up as the Pictomancer, the new class that's coming out. It was very cute. I wanna play that class. I mean, I've seen Hell's Bloody Devils. Colonel Sanders is pretty on it. I have not seen that. Now. Sonozaki-san, it's alright. Just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts had passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once. Oh, lots of cute desserts coming out. Oh. I think you know this, but don't touch them. At least, if you still value your life. I know, but... Oh. Certainly, they were all incredibly cute-looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy, even before taking your first bite. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of that fact were the men now stuffing their faces. How many of them need to poop now? Almost right away, they realized something was wrong. Satoko, what did you mix in there? Could have been salt or Tabasco, right? I mean, for me, it would be, laxatives. My, what are you saying, Keiji-san? You said no mercy. I might not look like it, but when I get down to business, I can be very thorough. As she said that, she twirled a dubious vial in her fingers before putting it away smartly in her pouch. Rika, this is Satoko. The customer's moving. Agent Orange. Thanks for the appetizer, Madam Briney. I am new to your channel and have to go today. What is your stream schedule? So, I would normally stream on Sunday, but I am unfortunately busy over the weekend, so I will not be streaming again until Monday, when I will be streaming some Minecraft. If you would like to look, there is a schedule in the community tab, and that's normally what my schedules look like for the week, plus a Sunday stream. So all the times and stuff are on there, if you would like to keep track of it. Yay! Agent Orange. Escort duty is all yours. Leave it to me. Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Clatter, clatter. Several men stood up from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something for the toilet. Yeah, we aren't doing Sunday this week. It is on the schedule that I was missing Sunday this week. I'm just a bit busy. I have some plans and I cannot stream. I'll tell you about the plans on Monday. They're going to be great and I'm really excited. They're nothing to do with actually streaming, but I'll be wanting to tell you about it afterwards just because it's going to be fun and I can't wait. That restless fidgeting. That look of relief when they found the single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on that place are the words, restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All of the people that were branded as the enemy were standing from their seats while clutching their stomachs. Oh, I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom? Mewtwo. Not number one, but number two. I need to cash out Meow. Where's the toilet? I found it! Look at all these cringe ass motherfuckers. So now we're gonna put nail bombs in the toilet. No mercy, no survivors. The restaurant is getting shut down. You're in for it now. I felt dirty just thinking about what Satoko probably did to their desserts. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the rush of men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connecting the washroom was crammed with about 10 men. What is this? There's only one toilet? As I peered over to see what was happening, whoa! It seemed that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and a terrible stench. There was no way to use it in this state. Damn that Sadako. What a frightening display of power. So can I take the chibi to McDonald's instead of this family restaurant? I don't think I want to go to this family restaurant. I think I would feel a little bit awkward with those uniforms, to be honest. But I do like me a Mackey's. Happily go to a Mackey's. No, this wasn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask one of the employees to clean up. I can't do my business like this! Ah! What do we do, meow comrades? It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that. Cuddle the chibi! That's a nice chibi, we can do that. Hugs are available. Can I give the chibi 10 balloons? Only if they don't have any helium in. I'd like to go to this restaurant just for the free comedy skit. Meow, it's come to this. It's time for the last resort. Faced with a moral dilemma, that man only had one option. The woman's restroom. Isn't using the girls' room just gonna get us in trouble? I'm pretty sure there's no female customers today. Why didn't I think of that before? Woman's... Oh god, no, I'm not... No. What a brazen bunch they are. The men's sweat now pouring from their brows made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. Enrique's in there. Meep! Oh my! No! There was a girl in there. That should be an A there. There was a girl in there. It was Rika-chan. Further, comrades, C's, and tankies, the cringe inhibitors, weren't designed for this amount of cringe. It's fine. It'll be over soon. Just hold your breath, guys. It'll be over soon. Don't hold your breath for that long now. The men stood there, frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Riki-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the turn of events, but the look on their face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan. Well, you sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you. I can feel my brain cells dying reading that dialogue. This is... You see, Mademoiselle! Oh, where's my fedora? Meep. The men's room is a bit dangerous at the moment, so we just borrow the toilets here, right? Meow. Meow. Meep. But I guess it's not right after all, right, my comrades? Just by having a girl in the restroom, I never knew it could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way to try to do their business. Can the shield deflect cringe from the game? Can you give chat a cringe shield? No, unfortunately, because the game's behind me, you see? My shield is in front of me, I can't deflect what's behind me, so I cannot deflect the cringe. You'll have to find your own cringe shield, I'm really sorry about that. That hurt to hear them say meow. I know, you can picture these, like, sweaty big guys saying it, can't you? God, this is making the headache worse hearing this cringe. This was the most they could do, after all. If it were a man in full club mode, for example, someone like me, they would plow through Rika-chan without a second thought. Not the... Now, what are you going to do, you fat asses? The price for tormenting Shion hasn't been paid. If you're in trouble, I can help you. That would be much appreciated! How would you do that? You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to them. That would be perfect! No, not reading the rest. This will end up becoming a group Oh, what the fuck? Oh lord, I know Higurashi can be bad sometimes, but good lord. Ah, my brain cells took a fatal hit from them. Oh yeah, that's fair. Why don't they just go to the restaurant down the street? They haven't thought of that. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture. It's fine. They couldn't touch Rika if they tried. Rika's too good. Mademoiselle, is the toilet far from here? We'll get there soon. Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant. Keiji-kun, finish it! Give him hell! Yeah, leave it to me! I spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant. What is the meaning of this? We're at DEFCON 1 here! Listen up, you tubs of lard. You know what happens if you set even 1 foot outside this door, right? What is the purpose of this statement? Look, it's written right here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry, see? You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside that door, you can't come back. Boom! You'll remember this! I don't want to guide anyone who says scary things like that. Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off. Thank you very much for coming. We shall return! Clang, clang. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them. Yay! All the creeps are gone! We don't have to read their dialogue anymore! Can you have the thumbnail be the chibi in a small trash with it labeled the cringe can? Kind of like dumpster briny, but for chibi briny. For this one, I could potentially change it, but not all the other ones have this level of cringe. We did it! Yay! Rena and Satoko clapped their hands together. Cringe-ny. Phew. I couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself, but when we get the group together, we send them packing like a herd of cattle. With opponents this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Keiji-san, you need to up your game! I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them. Don't put the chibi in the dumpster. She'll be eaten by raccoons. I thought you wanted me to be eaten. Agony. Dear agony, does it go on? You brought back my emo teens accidentally. Raccoons in the library, probably somewhere. But they get kicked out as soon as they nibble on a book. I want to eat you, not the raccoons. We don't give away our prey. It's okay, Keiji. You can make up for your weakness with chemical weapons! I mean, that's what Satoko does, so yeah. But I'm really glad we were able to protect Mi-chan's little sister. Now, there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks. You're blessed to have such wonderful friends, Sonozaki-san. The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats. Did you do that for me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Aww, Shi-chan is cute. They really are twins. Aww. Given Shion's personality, there was no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her. Chibi Briny with piranha teeth? What if Chibi Briny was violent towards chat? No. I mean, if the shield doesn't work, I could always get a sword as well. Then I could attempt to be violent towards chat. As a representative of the floor staff here, I also extend my gratitude. Clap, 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 clap. And they all clapped. Overkill is underrated now. Snap their femurs. She's tiny, just punt her away if she gets rowdy. No! No punting! The applause quickly spread through the entire restaurant. Not only the other waitresses, but also the customers were genuinely there to enjoy desserts. Everyone was lauding our efforts. Yay! When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return. Oh, good work. Did everything go alright? You took a while. I'm sorry. I got lost on the way back. It was a lot of trouble. Rika-chan likes to stray down some pretty strange roads, so she gets lost pretty often. How did she get lost guiding people to a nearby toilet? Sus. So if I fire a Kamehameha on Chibi Briny and she uses an Uno reverse, does that mean I hit myself? Well, that is the rule of Uno reverse. Even if it's Chibi Briny or anyone, if someone uses an Uno reverse on a Kamehameha, it's gonna hit you anyway. That is the nature of the Uno reverse. Why can't that shield be an Uno reverse? Because I just want to get it away from me. I don't want it... I mean, if you guys said you wanted to eat me, and I Uno reversed that, that meant I need to eat you. So that's why it's not an Uno reverse, because I don't want to eat you guys. I don't want to punt you guys. It's just to make sure it doesn't break the stream like last time. I'd give them trench foot. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Rika has a lot of strong points that more than make up for that. I can see that. That expression in the girl's room. You're quite the thespian. Keiji was just being horrible. He was thinking, if I were in their shoes, I'd just run her over and rush into the washroom. What I was thinking show up on my face again. Keiji-kun was a pervert. No, Keiji was doing actually what I think was what would be the most smart thing. Really, what is the matter of gendered toilets when you're in a stall anyway and you gotta really poop? You shit's gotta roll sometimes. The Ouroboros of chat eating Chibi Brony and Chibi Brony eating chat, the infinite food glitch. Understandable, I am inedible. I am too, but for some reason you want to eat me still, so that's... I don't know why you want to do that. No, I mean... I could laugh about it then, but a few days later the newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken into custody at Hidima. The men claimed they had travelled from Shishibone City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was XX kilometers away from Shishibone. When I read that article, I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was. So she went miles away. Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy you called me here today. Oh, are you going home already? You can stay a little longer. I was in the middle of organising some drawers. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon. Ah, I guess that's true. Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time. Yeah. When I phoned her, she was in the middle of cleaning her room. But she came. She did still come. We appreciate you, Rika, thank you. Well... it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped. Chibi Brownie, Gordon Ramsay, I present to you Shalon de Void de Wellington. No, I told you I don't want to eat chat, it's gross. Ew. Besides that, I got to eat lots of sweets. I'm so very happy. Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out suddenly. Tell Shion I said bye. Bye, Rika. I'll take my leave then. Rena-san, please take your time. Yeah, I will. Later. Later, skater. This crusader now has to leave the Holy Land. My bed calls for me. I shall return with the spoils, brain rot. Have a good crusade, Holy Crusader. May your Holy Land be snugly and comfortable. Just in time, I think that's the end of a chapter, so it's good. Good timing. Or at least the end of a section. Not sure if it's a whole chapter. Nope, just a section. While Rina and I were having a discussion about the desserts we just ate, Shion arrived with some coffee. Oh, did the two little ones leave already? Hearing them called the little ones was so strange. I inadvertently burst out laughing. Apparently they were in the middle of cleaning, so they went home. Shion had brought enough coffee for 4 people. I heard from my senior. It seems that you went through a lot of trouble for my sake. There was no trouble at all. None other than Shi-chan was in a pinch after all. Oh, is that right? Is that alright if I call you Shi-chan? It matches me-chan, so I thought it would be cute! Well, whatever you want. Shion seemed a bit hesitant when Rena started talking to her. Rena is pretty sharp about some things, so Shion was probably worried that Rena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Shion said that she'd have to work soon and hurried back off to the kitchen, leaving behind coffee for just the 2 of us. She was a bit upset with Rena. Maybe she thought I was being too friendly. Oh, it's okay, Rena. You're just a bit forward sometimes. It's fine. Brai-chan! It's weird. I was originally thinking more like drown them all in the toilets, Agent 47 style. She's just embarrassed. Still, they really do look the same. Instead of twins, it's like there's another Mi-chan. They look the same, but the atmosphere around them, or rather their insides, are completely different. A bit forward, more like a speeding truck. I think those types of twins are pretty interesting, though. You think that, Katie-kun? I think they're identical on the inside, too. It somehow became silent. Rena was just staring at the pattern the milk had made on the surface of her coffee, without saying a word. Which is tougher, Captain America's shield or Chat shield? Definitely Captain America's shield. My shield only blocks metaphorical or verbal attacks. Or typed attacks. I said this before, but is it technically a verbal attack if you're typing it? It's technically words, but it's not said out loud. Literature attacks. Literary attacks. For someone like me, who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerisms seemed to imply I said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried on for a little while. Rena, you said it today, right? That Mion was hurting. I did say something like that. Don't play dumb with me. You definitely said it on the way home from school. Rena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning if she said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Mion. You are, sweetie, you are. You keep hurting her! But when? I mean, he's a dumb teenager. He would never pick up on this. Me? Hypothetically, if something like that had happened, it's not something I did out of malice. I continued the conversation, but left out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think Eiji-kun had any bad intentions. Rena replied, leaving out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed that I had hurt Mion. So if I did a jump scare redeem on Twitch, would you block that? No, because that's sound. That's audio attacks. This doesn't block audio attacks. What did he do? So, the Polar Wolf, I'm going to fill you in. Keiji has been basically defeminizing her in his head. It started with a doll that he got from a thing, and he was like, well, Mion wouldn't like this, I'll give it to Rena. And there was a CG where, you know, Mion was obviously very upset. And multiple times he said to Mion, like, oh, you're basically a dude. And that hurts a girl's feelings, you know? Even if they're a little tomboy, they're still a lady. And Rena was upset with me due to the fact that I hadn't realized. I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like Rena's mad at you. Seeing right through what I was thinking, Rena said that as she smiled even more gently than usual. It's just that... how do I say this? It's hard, being piggy in the middle. Calling a woman manly is kind of offensive. It is. That's why gender is a big thing. Gender is important. If you identify as a lady, then calling you manly is kind of naff. You don't do that. If I made a mistake, please say so clearly. I'm so thick-headed, I disgust even myself. If there's something I should apologize for, then I want to know. Even a little quicker so I can make up for it. I don't think Keiji-kun made a mistake. Depending on how you look at it, Mi-chan might be the one who's being unfair. Taking the stance that a girl was the one being unfair might be unfair itself. What Rena said was draped in mystery. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got out of it was that I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Mion. I'm begging you, Rena. Mion is one of my best friends. I don't want to leave something between us that could cause problems later on. So tell me, how did I hurt her? I can't tell you. You need to realize something like this for yourself. Rena was smiling like she also did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had this strange will surprised me for a moment. I'm asking you because I can't figure it out, you know? My tone had unintentionally become harsh. Rena was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor. Well, I guess just a hint is fine. This is special, okay? Sorry? Please. I'll think about it seriously. Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Mion. Searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as usual. Shi-chan, if she ties up her hair, it's impossible to tell apart from Mi-chan, right? Yeah, that's true. So then, if Mi-chan let down her hair, she'd be impossible to tell apart from Shi-chan. Probably, but what does that have to do with anything? What if that her being the younger twin was a lie? What if she was just Mi-chan pretending to be her sister? What would you think? Rena was sharper than her daily behavior belied. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer. It might be unfair to answer a question with another question, but if, like you say, Mion is just pretending to be Shion, what purpose would that serve? After maintaining the silence for a while, Rena glanced at the clock. That's what I want you to think about. Maybe that was too much of a hint. Oh. You're trying, Rena. You're trying, sweetie. After thanking me for the dessert, Rena stood up from her seat. Sorry, I was asked to buy a few things, so it's about time I left. Is it okay if you tell Shion I'm sorry and I didn't say goodbye? Yeah, I'll tell her later. Sorry. Huh? the Ren is so short-tempered. Sorry for getting angry. Keiji-kun isn't the one at fault here. Ren was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really should have apologized. I think, to Mi-chan, it's something that doesn't bother her much anymore. So if you want to forget the whole thing happened, that's fine too. But you see, as a girl, I hope Keiji-kun realizes it by himself and comes to apologize of his own volition. Oh. Switching to cute mode only at the end, she disappeared in the direction of the register. Ren is the best, bro! She's the best. She's the best character. She's so smart and so strong and so unapologetically herself. But she also is like giving you enough space to figure stuff out. I love her. She's the best! While I was staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder. Renna, Ultimate Wingman. Yes! Sorry to keep you waiting. Wing a woman! Yes, we should not misgender. We just had that talk. I'm finally done. It was Shion who had changed into her street clothes. She flashed a smile while greeting me. Thank you so much for the day. Everything was delicious. We were all really happy with it. Oh, don't mention it. But I'm glad everyone had fun. Huh? That girl was just here left as well. She had some shopping to do. She said she was sorry for leaving without saying anything. I see. Well, then, shall we leave as well? Even though I'm off duty, I'm still nervous about the workplace. We ended up strolling around without any destination in particular. I had been sitting the entire needed a breath of fresh air. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness. It's gotten dark already. Even though I promised I'd be finished early. Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left. Oh well. At least we've got a little time to chat like this. Saying that, Shion set out for the tree-lined boulevard behind the station. The front of the station was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home. Well then, I guess I should start with an introduction. I was mistaken for my sister when we first met, so we never got to properly introduce ourselves. I could only smile and laugh wryly. My name is Shion Sonozaki. I'm only similar to my older sister in appearance. My sister is rough around the edges and hot-headed, but I'm a composed and methodical person. I remember what Renna and I had been talking about earlier. I said that they looked the same, but their personalities were different, while Renna said they were both the same. I don't know what tipped her off, but Renna figured out that Shion was Mion. Also, related to that, she said that I had hurt Mion. Renna had given only one hint. That was, why is Mion pretending to be Shion? Because if Mion is Shion, it would be because you have downplayed Mion's femininity so much that she doesn't believe you would ever accept her being feminine, therefore she feels she would have to make another fucking personality for you to accept that she is feminine. The end. Full stop. Shion, what did you hear about me from Mion? My sister seems to have taken a liking to you. That's identity fraud, though. No, it's not. It's only identity fraud if she's trying to, like, sign up for things as a different person. I'm also the dumb, so I also wouldn't get this. And ignorance is okay, but we all have to learn eventually. Besides, I've told you now. Don't misgender ladies. Don't misgender men either. Don't misgender people. Full stop. They identify as a thing. They are a thing. Pretending to be your sister isn't fraud. But she's not pretending to be her sister. She's just pretending to be... As far as we know, as far as the game has told us, she's pretending to be someone who doesn't exist. So it's basically a nickname at this point. Ignorance is bliss, but life is suffering. But also learning things is fun. She talks about you quite a bit. Like about club activities, about getting pranked and pranking you back. Boyish kind of stories. You really do get along. Boyish kind of stories, huh? Come to think of it, I think there was something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't really think of my sister as a girl, do you? And strawberries smell like strawberry shortcake. They do. Not wrong. But you wouldn't mistake a strawberry for a strawberry shortcake. Was that what happened that hurt me? Yes! Yes! He's getting there! Mion herself said that she wished she'd been born a boy, and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she? Kei-chan, you look like you're having fun. Oh, no, that's not true. Even though you're bad at hiding things, you sure like to lie, don't you? I still don't hate you for it. Saying that, she lightly chopped my forehead. Morpheus' voice he's beginning to believe. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Ren had left me with. Oh, he's grasped a little bit of it though. Hey, see that? Don't you think it's pretty? You think even a guy would find it pretty? Yeah, it's pretty. Shion was having fun window shopping, dragging me to all sorts of stores I would normally never enter. It wasn't like she was begging me to buy her or anything. I wasn't getting bored either. It was just something to talk about as we walked around. In an easygoing way, we browsed through numerous stores. We discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about, but didn't lose interest. I had a feeling she was good at conversation. Kei-chan, is this your first time doing this kind of thing? Yeah, it is. If somebody didn't bring me into these accessory shops, I don't think I'd set foot in one in my entire life. Not that. I meant more like this. What? I leapt back when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine. Hey, you don't have to act so surprised. It's not so embarrassing to link arms with a girl, is it? Shion's expression was a little miffed but suggestive at the same time. I am not embarrassed! If you want some arms, I can spare one or two. Here. Kei-chan, you really know how to entertain someone. I see why my sister took a liking to you. If you don't want my arm, I'm taking it back. Oh, come on. I'm happy to have it. Laughing in good spirits, she unlocked her arm with mine. My heart skipped a beat. This question might be a bit mean, but I want to enjoy seeing your reaction. Kei-chan, have you ever been arm in arm with a girl before? Around a bonfire? At a field trip doesn't count, by the way. That little devil. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer would be. Well, if field trips are out. Oh, this is rough. The amount of hints they are dropping. That boy has lead for brains. He does have lead for brains. This is why Ren is getting frustrated with him. But she is right that Mion doesn't help herself either. Because she does say stuff like, oh, I should have been born a boy! But I can see that's where the hurt comes from. She's like masking her hurt and just agreeing with it because she doesn't want to face it either. It's ugh. I thought as much. That impish laugh. It's really the same as Mion's. You really are Shion, right? You're not just Mion saying that you're Shion, are you? Are you thinking that my sister might pretend to be me? No, but dreams can become real. Teenage hormones are a hell of a thing. They are. I thought you were twins until just now, but that way you mess around is just like Mion. You're just saying that. You can tell us apart easily. What do you mean by that? If my sister was holding you around like this, would you get nervous? I would. I'd be completely on edge, wondering when she'd go for an arm lock. That was an actual laugh, not just Shion's laugh. Shion laughed so hard, she had to hold on to her sides. Hey, is it really that funny? You're tearing up! Tearing up! No, no, it's just... I was just thinking about how hopeless my sister is. She isn't even able to get a young man hot and bothered while she's arm in arm with him. She really is a failure as a woman. Oof, Shion, that's rude. You're not Bryony saying she's Shion? Oh, of course not, I was Shion the whole time! Sometimes I think that my sister would have been better off if she had been born a boy. If she did, I might have fallen for her. Just kidding! That would be weird! She'd be my brother! That's just so weird! Mion did say something about wanting to be born a boy. My sister is on the fence about whether she wants to be a boy or a girl. Whether it's the price she pays for living an awkward lifestyle. Just leave her be. You're saying some pretty harsh things about your sister right now. Mion has some soft parts to her that I don't like. The way Shion talked somehow sounded cold. Shion, do you not get along with Mion? Well, we get along well enough. Still, there's a few things I can't forgive her. As her sister. Hey, look at that! Don't you think it's cute? I turned around and to look where Shion was pointing. That was... What was there was a familiar display window of a toy shop. The same shop that was the stage of the incident that occurred during last Sunday's club's activities. What Shion was pointing at in display was a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort of thing girls would like. I wonder why girls like these things. Because they're cute. What are you on about? It's because they're cute. See? Thanks, game. Don't you think they're cute, Kei-chan? I'm a man, so I don't really get that vibe. Now. Which one do you think is the cutest out of all of these, Kei-chan? Shion, pulling my arm, motioned to the row of dolls. Same reason we want to punch Chibi Briny and eat it now! Stop it! They were lined up like they were close sisters taking a commemorative photo. A few of them seemed strangely familiar. I've seen those 4 over there somewhere. Oh, I guess they really are famous. Even if you know about them. Shion sounded impressed. Chibi Briny is the cutest. Yeah! These are the new dolls that were brought from England. From England? They still have some available here, but around the cities, they have trouble keeping them on the shelves. Even though they're supposed to be inexpensive, it seems they're starting to come at a premium. I guess girls still like these kind of things even when they grow up. It depends on the person, but I think that girls who don't like dolls and stuffed animals are few and far between. I mean, who doesn't like stuffed animals? Plushies are genderless and everyone should love them. Currently, the law in Japan is on consensual incest, which means incest is not unlawful. So everything is good. Oh, thanks for the info, Dolph Game. That's... Even my tomboy sister said these were adorable. Oh, here we go! Here we go! Stares at my polar bear plushie I've had since I was 4. Yup. Everyone's got one. Even if you don't buy any more, you've got one that's in your heart somewhere from even when you were young. I had a black horse plushie called Flissy, and it was named after a horse I used to go horse riding on. Oh, even Mion says they're adorable. That is pretty amazing. That's right, I just remembered. The store owner gave one to us on the Sunday events. Gave us price except for Mion, who was a relative. Everybody had gotten something. I really do think that one's best. That frilly dress really gives it something. Oh, hello, Black Wolf. I have Elmo. He looks older now. You got a crate full of them? I have quite a few plushies, too. I used to have a dolphin plushie called Dolphin Lundgren. My dad's dog ate it. Boo. Still very much creepy. As we love Elmo for being equal parts funny and equal parts not finding in the middle of the darkness. That's the one the shop owner gave to me. So it seems. Shion replied softly but clearly. Uncle Yoshido gave those out as thanks for helping liven up at Sunday's event. It seems that he gave them to the 4 friends my sister brought along. So you got the doll with the dress then. What did you think? It was really cute, right? As a man, there's no way I think it's cute. Men can find dolls cute. For the most part, I kind of like their exploration of gender identity so far with Mion, but for Keiji, they really screw the pooch. No, I'm a boy. But then again, I guess as a teenager especially, you've got a lot of insecurities and you feel like you need to project this kind of shit too, so I mean... And this was written a long time ago, so the fact that it has any exploration of gender identity is kind of impressive for its age anyway. Is this Doki Doki Literature Club? No, but it's definitely something that inspired it, that's for sure. So what did you think of the doll? I wasn't really going to do anything with it, so I gave it to someone. You gave it to who? As Shion laughed, I could hear an audible click run through my head. He's got it! He's got it! Like the piece of a jigsaw puzzle snapping into place. You gave it to Rena, dum-dum. Thank you very much for the day, everyone. You made the event turn out great. It's not much, but here's something extra for the day. Uncle Yoshiro, isn't there a little something for me too? My! Quite an adorable one, is it not? When Satoko and Rika opened up the bag, there was a cute little stuffed animal inside. Oh, they're so cute! Can I take one home? I really can! Which means there's something for me too. Whoa. I got a pretty adorable one. It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress, one you'd use to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and Rika-chan too. When do the action scenes start? Not for a very long time. Actually, I don't know if there is any. It's mostly fluff here. Mostly fluff. You gotta go now? Well, thank you for coming, Void. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely day. Bye. I see. It wasn't just Rena, Satoko, and Rika-chan. There was one other person who seemed jealous. Kei-chan got the one that fits him the least. Not wanting for her expression to give it away, she had said that to hide her embarrassment. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty. I can admit it's adorable, but a doll with changeable clothes is, eh. If you walked around with it, then you'd be treated as a weirdo starting tomorrow, definitely. Mion's usual teasing way of talking. I looked around to see who I should give the doll to. Mion was right in front of me. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present. So I thought about giving it to her, but I didn't. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Rena? Thank you! Turning away from Mion's covetous gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why did I not give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it have just been standard practice to give it to her? At the time, I hadn't noticed that something was wrong. That's why I said it. Just protecting myself. I didn't give it to Rena then. If I didn't give it to Rena, then walking the streets would be scary. No doubt, no doubt. I thought about giving it to Mion, but it just didn't feel right. Something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes at the time, and I didn't notice. I had thought to give it to Mion. Why didn't I? You know it. I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. Oh, she was hurting. She's just hurting. Mion herself had said that with a laugh, so I didn't realize that I'd hurt her. That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things. Piano is going hard. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform would never suit somebody like Mion. But if it's Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that, Shion, like Rena often does, spaced out and turned bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Shion, saying that it didn't suit Mion, but it suited Shion. Saying that it suited her seemed to make her happy. Thank God. Okay. Are we good? Are you guys still here? Wonderful. It looks like Twitch died though. 1 second. No, we're okay. We're live still. We're live! Everything is live! How are we doing? Let me just check everything's running as it should. Yes, I think we're good. I think we're good to go. The lags, I apologize. OBS had an issue. It wasn't just you, no. OBS completely disconnected for a hot second there, but it managed to reconnect. Thank you, OBS. I appreciate you for getting connected again there. I do stream on Twitch as well. There is a link in the description if you want to hop over to Twitch, whichever you prefer. I think that when you were born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Mion needs head patch. She really does. She's a girl. She's a teenage girl. She's just a little tomboy though. That's it. I get this. I had, maybe not as bad as this, but I feel for it because I had moments like this. And I feel it. I feel it in my bones. In my jellies. Mion made a strange face that was both angry and happy at the same time. It seemed she was happy that I said Shion was cute. Oh, British bones, yeah. Sneaking a look inside the box to say that she just put some leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is it really okay? Hello, Sparta, welcome. As soon as I got in, the stream crashed. I see, you were the one who cursed it. But we're back, it's fine. That is the one advantage of Twitch, is at least I don't have to, like, get a new thumbnail up and everything. I can just press go again, it's fine. Is it a love triangle? Yes and no. You all need head pads. This is non-negotiable. I accept head pads. I like head pads. Head pads are good. It's a type of love triangle with Keiji, Mion, and Shion, but Mion and Shion may or may not be the same person. Is it really okay? There's not, like, a ton of hot sauce mixed in this, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I won't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. Head pads, alright, grabs a mallet. No! No head pads with mallets! I'll just go home and eat it myself. I'm not my sister. That was how she said it. Shion was insistent. She wasn't Mion. She was saying that she was Shion, and that I shouldn't think of her as Mion. When Mion was Shion, it carried a special meaning. Mi-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy. That's what Rena said. But you see, even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine. Rena, how much does Mion pay you exactly? That's not true! Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you, you know? You know. You could not escape the head pats. Except, as long as it's not with a mallet, that's okay. I will accept head pats as long as there's no mallet involved. Rena began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around. Mi-chan is club president, so she's trying really hard to lead everybody. But she's really a very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiji-kun. There never was a riddle to begin with. Rena was saying the answer right from the beginning. No mallets. Oh no! No chainsaws! So then, I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah. I know Kei-chan didn't mean anything wrong. At least he didn't intend to. Yeah, Kei-chan Keiji-kun isn't the type of person to hurt others. So there's no reason for you to feel hurt by this, Mi-chan. Except your feelings are valid, Mi-chan. Your feelings are incredibly valid, Mi-chan! And what is it? Frustration? Sadness? I don't know at all. Did you want it? The doll, I mean? It wouldn't really help if I gave you the doll I got, would it? You're right. How about this, Mi-chan? Try asking Keiji-kun. You might be able to solve the problem if you tackle it head on. Rena, you are trying your best. Can we stop screaming? My ears hurt. But I like screaming. It's fun. But I'll do my best. I don't want to make your ears bleed. This game is full of identity crises that make you very depressed. Currently, yes. There's no way I could do that. Is it too embarrassing to do that now? I want to try again as someone other than Mion. This time I can be more honest with myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty fond of the relationship I have with Kei-chan. This might be selfish, but one more time. Keiji-kun will definitely notice. I wonder if that's true. Rena will cheer you on, too. So, let's find a way for you to ease your sadness. Believe me, I wouldn't let anything happen that will make you cry, Mion. I won't let anything happen. The jokes on this game was already depressed. The screams are cute! Yeah. Head pats for Rena, yes. I will give her mouse head pats, that's the best we can do. I'll believe. I'll believe. Keiji-kun will definitely come to understand. He'll say sorry for saying something so callous. Then he'll bring you to that store and buy that doll for you as a present. Yeah. Yeah. And then, Mi-chan, you'll say thank you. You can't fool around. Say it honestly. Yeah. Ugh. Poor Mion. She's just trying her best. If I said I wanted it, Kei-chan, would you buy it for me? Mion said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflexively begun to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment, but like Mion, I quelled that impulse. Okay, Mion. Thanks for everything until today. I'll buy you whichever one you want. My voice cracked with the unfamiliar words. In order to not lose to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well. But I'm not Mion, I'm Shion. Shion then. I'll buy it for you, Shion. Shion looked down, red-faced. She pointed at the doll in the dress through the store window. Is it really okay? The one in the dress is a little expensive, isn't it? This isn't a matter of price. This is a matter of feelings. When I was saved by Kei-chan from those unsavory customers today, I was really happy. Even though my co-workers didn't save me, Kei-chan did. You grabbed me by the shoulder, really firmly, right? Right then, you were cool. Even then, I was so embarrassed. I couldn't properly express my gratitude. I clapped my hands down on Shion's head and ruffled her hair roughly. Like how I would do to Rena and the others. When I did that, Shion, like Rena, would have spaced out and blushed slightly. You don't have to think too hard about it. I should have just given it to you back then. If I did that, then everybody would have had a good laugh. Shion didn't respond. She turned bright red like she was trying to hold back both laughter and tears. I'll go buy it for you right now. Just wait there. I'll go with you. Saying that, she grabbed onto my arm once again. She wasn't trying to be stoic anymore. I think I know why my sister likes you. Hey, is it alright if I started to like you a bit too, Kei-chan? The unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. Whoa, what am I doing? I'd reached my limit. Smiling wryly to hide my embarrassment, I dragged Shion into the store with me. Excuse me, I want to buy that doll and the dress in the window. After a moment, I heard the voice of acknowledgement, and an apron-clad employee soon appeared. Ta-da! Kei-chan? Why are you even here? This has nothing to do with you. I'm on a date with Kei-chan right now. They're different people! Huh? What? Why is Kei-chan? Even if you ask why, I'd like to know the answer myself. Womp womp womp. Mion looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise. But that was the same with me. If she was there, then who was next to me? If she's there and you're here and I'm there and you're here, then who's driving the bus? Oh, this won't be awkward at all. Not at all. Not at all. I said it right at the beginning. I'm Shion Sonozaki, my sister's younger twin. Kei-chan, you even called me Shion, didn't you? Shion, saying that, pouted cutely. What is going on? Tell me, Shion! Not much. I was wondering what kind of person Kei-chan, this Kei-chan you were so infatuated with, was. So I happened to give him a ticket to the dessert festa. There, when I was being bothered by all sorts of troublesome customers, Kei-chan gallantly appeared and saved me by kicking them all to the curb or something like that. Both Mion and I raised our voices, pathetically expressing our confusion to the utmost. Mion, you phoned me yesterday, right? I didn't! I have no idea what you're talking about! I delivered that bento for you, didn't I, Keiji-chan? That was me, right? Or was it my sister? The person known as Mion Shonozaki put together a bento and bravely went to our boy's home to deliver it, maybe. Oh, you're a lot bolder than you look, sis. With a loud pop and a trail of smoke began to rise from Mion's head. No, I don't know. See, Kei-chan? My sister says she doesn't know. So everything up until yesterday was me, Shion Sonozaki. You might have thought it was my sister pretending to be me. But with this, there's no doubting, right? I couldn't tell up from down at that moment. If there was a mirror around, I could have seen my eyes go wide from shock. What a meanie. I know, Shion is a bit of a meanie. And Mion did warn us about this, that Shion is quite cold. Now, little Miss Shopkeeper, could you wrap up that doll in the window? It's the first present from the person I've come to love, so make sure you tie it up nicely with a ribbon. Mion, completely flustered, was being cornered by a sly-faced Shion. My brain had stopped working. What, huh? What is going on? Well, let's go. Kei-chan, it's already dark out, so I'll see you home. Sorry, sis, but could you phone the house in Okinomiya and have them send out a car? Maybe a van that we can fit a bike into, please. In contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over his face, Mion was an empty shell and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment. Poor Mion! Oh, this is literally the worst. Okay. After that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. Poor girl. Brain.exe is not responding. Understandable in this situation. She is. Shion is annoying out of 10. Shion is a bit of a bitch out of 10. What a nasty pasty of a lady. It hasn't been long enough. Right, since we're at a small chapter break, I'm gonna take a very small break, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll start the next chapter. BRB! And we are back. Hello. We're so close to breakthrough. We really were. This poor boy. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, end of chapter 5. We are going through this at a fair pace. So hopefully we should get to the creepy shit soon. We have a few days for Wataganashi, so hopefully we can hit the festival. And then bad things will happen. Runch, Brinner. What is Runch and Brinner? They would be a Runch? I'm not sure what that is. Brinner? Breakfast, dinner. That one I know. Continue! Chapter 6. The next day. It was a strange day where Mion was desperate to rein in her composure. Every time our eyes met, she would say she had something to do or that she had to use the washroom and run off. Unable to just watch, Rena was taking care of her the entire time. Rena is a true bestie and we love her. Mion-san, she's acting totally strange today. I know the whole story, but it's hard to explain. There are times when girls are emotionally unstable. Especially in their teen years, yes. It's best just to leave her alone. Turning around, I saw Rena calling me from the hallway. I wondered what it was. Keiji-kun, over here! Over here! What is it calling me over like this? Is it a secret? That is... It looks like... It was a disaster. This is partly Rena's fault, because Rena made the same assumption we did. Yeah. Rena running damage control. She's doing her best. Michan seemed pretty broken, but I somehow got her working again. I'm surprised you managed it. How did you do it exactly? Same way I do with the television. You didn't physically hit her, did it? Just come at it from a 95-degree angle and yeah! Saying that, she made a chopping motion. Why? Why would you hit your friends? Yeah, the Rammstein air show of the evening. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not. I can't either. She'll be fine by tomorrow. Also, there's something I want you to do, Keiji-kun. I can't afford to be, subtle anymore. I didn't mean to do anything wrong, but I still feel guilty. I'm listening. Thanks. You see, Michan is gonna pretend the last few days never happened. Never happened, huh? I see. Well, that's one way to run from it. So you see, Keiji-kun, could you pretend to? And then Michan can go back to normal. That's how you deal with your feelings! Yay! Maybe she feels, like the chat does about McChippy Brain. Maybe. Is it over? Are the feels gone? Is it safe? Yeah, they're gonna pretend like the last few days didn't happen, so you're fine. Just doing something as simple as that. Is it really gonna be okay? Please, until Michan gets her feelings in order, just go with it. You don't have a choice. Yeah, bury and suppress your feelings. It's the British way. Stiff up a lip, chaps. Stiff up a lip. Okay, I got it. Even though I should have been at fault, for some reason I feel... Even though I shouldn't have been at fault, for some reason I feel guilty. Yeah, you should be guilty. The one at fault here was the one who knew about the entire situation and pretended to be Mion for an entire day. Shion. Ugh, but she never once said she was Mion. Ugh. What am I supposed to be angry at? I thought stiff upper lip was slang for punching someone in the mouth. No, it means, like, stiff upper lip, don't pout, don't smile, don't frown, don't feel. This is what I get for forgetting my SSRS. Seeing me stomping the ground impatiently, Rena giggled. But Keiji-kun, you know as well. The Mi-chan has some cute things about her. Rena talked in a calm voice as her hair rustled through the wind. Yeah. I know that she'll never let it be boring. Good. Following this curt reply, Rena looked up at the sky and stretched. As long as you realize that, Keiji-kun, these past 3 days will soon be nothing more than a story to laugh about. Copying Rena, I also stretched as I looked up at the sky. The clear sky towered into the distance. Rena is so wise for a teenage girl. There's no club activities or anything today. I'm sorry, Keiji-kun, but just for today, can you go home by yourself? It'll all be back to normal tomorrow, so just for today, okay? If all it took for everything to go back to normal was to leave me on alone for today, then it was an easy decision to make. Got it. I can't say it directly to Mion, so I'll say it to you. I still feel kind of guilty about it, so I want to apologize. No, the root of the problem was Keiji-kun saying something insensitive, right? So if you learned anything from this, you need to look a bit into gaining a sense of delicacy. Right. I'll try. He's learning. At least he, figured out what he did. Even if, he made a mistake with Shion. He figured it out. He got through it. That day was the shortest day of my life. Rena was talking to Mion while accompanying her around the entire time. Runch, a type of binner, a person who collects redeemable containers and other things from bins to sustain their livelihood and to divert waste from landfills, a dumpster diver. I thought I was as a bin person. I thought binner was for breakfast for dinner. BRB, breakfast brunch binner. It looked like a really fun conversation, so I reflexively thought about joining in, but I had made a promise not to. It seemed that Mion was also trying her best to ignore me. So, likewise, I did my best to ignore her. It doesn't make sense! Not everything in life does. Sometimes we just make up things that make no sense. For the first time in a while, I ate lunch alone. Mion and Rena had theirs by themselves. As I let out a sigh in my ashen mood, Rika came over and patted me on the head. Both Keiji and me learned a whole lot. I never said it like that. It made it sound like we were having a romantic problems. I didn't like it one bit. Hopefully the teacher wouldn't notice and call us off to the staff room or something. I'm sure that Keiji will grow up to be a wonderful adult. Pat, pat, pat. Thank you, Rika. We appreciate you. Is it just me, but I think Rena would be a good friend in real life. Wouldn't. She is a bit meddly and a bit pushy. I think when she calms down as an adult, she'll be fine. I'm losing my sanity being... Sanity's overrated, back off. It's fine. You never needed it. It's all good. I mean, you are having romantic problems, though. He is. Rika-chan is the studious type, so maybe you'll grow up to be an amazingly wonderful adult. Of course. When I grow up, I'll be super amazing. When I grow up, I'll be an amazing lady, you know. No matter how old you'll get, you'll still be a brat. You can put money on that. What did you say? As Satoko snapped her fingers, a wasabi wash basin fell from above, hitting me square in the head. Grasp on reality. Reality isn't that funny. Then make up your own. It's all good. A sane mind harbors a boring soul. Ow! What do you think you're doing, Satoko? Bang, bang, smash, pinch, squeeze. It was a day I could thoroughly appreciate the value of having friends. I don't think I would value that kind of friendship. That's called being delusional. I guess. It's more fun though. A little tiny Delulu. Only small Delulu. Day 2, is Mion okay now? This is the first day of this run since meeting Shion that we haven't seen Shion. Today was Saturday, so school ended in the blink of an eye. It felt it really felt good to go home with the sun so high in the sky. Sometimes Delulu is the only Salulu. I love it. I love it. Delulu the only Salulu. On any other day, our club would have been up to mischief during our ample after-school time, but today Rika-chan had rehearsal for tomorrow's Wataganashi to go to. How's that going, Rika-chan? Do you have it down in practice? I'll try harder than last year. You were so exhausted and sweaty after last year's ceremony. I shall look far more fit for the role this year. Please look forward to the fruits of her training. My IQ is dropping like the economy. Don't need IQ. Just become a primordial mass that just enjoys whatever is in front of it. Who needs intelligence and brain power? The Wataganashi the festival everyone had been talking about was tomorrow, wasn't it? And that's usually when it starts getting weird in these games! Yay! The festival being in June felt a little early to me, but the onset of summer came quickly this year, so it fit the image of summer festival pretty well. Who needs IQ? I'll put my points into power! Then you can bench press anything! Just be a creature. Just exist. Exist in the existential void that we exist in, where we happen to have built houses and a society. Okay, we'll be off then. Look forward to tomorrow. Good day to you all. Bye. Satoko and Rika waved to us energetically, then left. You know, I never asked, where is the festival happening anyway? I don't remember there being anywhere around here that seemed suited for hosting one. Are they doing it for a day shrine? We went there for a walk one day, remember? It was that place with a really good view. Oh, right, I remember. I put my points into intelligence. I just didn't have any points to begin with. I stuck a lot of mine into charisma. It didn't really work to help me be good at talking to people, but it helps other people like to listen to me talk, apparently. There was a shrine all the way up on that hill, wasn't there? It seems far too grand for Hinamizawa. There's a great meeting hall in the shrine. The old people get together there and sing karaoke or practice calligraphy from time to time. Your charisma made me cute! Yes, it did! It's more like a recreational facility than a simple shrine. Charisma, you are Rizzler. Oh, heck yeah, I got so much Riz. I got so much Riz that the Rizzler don't know what do the thing with the gat and the slang. Yes. If you wanted, you could talk me into doing just about anything. How about giving me some money? How about clicking some links in the description to go to my merch site and buying stuff from me? I'll put all my points in eating chibis. No! No eating chibis. That's not even a stat. No sticking out gat in the stream. That's fine. I couldn't if I wanted to. I'm 2D. Very manipulable by cute. You lost 40 HQs. 40 HQ? I don't even know what that stat is, HQ. I lost 40 IQ saying that. That's okay. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I guess it makes sense that it looks so grand then. Mi-chan, is your family gonna help set up today? Yep, we have male hands for that. Most of our relatives
New donation
come
from
town to help.
DelPolarWolf04.
Male hands.
Some money, yes,
well, that
yes.
means I have nothing to do
3.
today, so... Would it be a problem if I squirmed my way in there to help out too? Huh? You wanna help us, K-chan? Kofi bot donation! Ah! Thank you so much! I really appreciate that. Thank you to Polar Wolf. I guess it worked. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Not if it bothers you at all. We're just kind of interested. We had Don dances and other festivals in the town I used to live in, but I didn't even know where they took place, much less wanted to help. Damn, the mad lad did it. Damn, Brandy, I'm rich. I know! Whole 3 pins! I'm gonna go spend it on probably food. I like food. You could say that I had absolutely no connection to the region. Having come to Hinamizawa, though, it really made me feel like this place was a home that I had returned to. Before I knew it, I harbored little interest in the small community of activities preparing for the festival the day before. I wonder if you'll be able to, Keiji-kun. There's a lot of building tents and setting up chairs. I'm very easily manipulated by the woman's. I like food. Who doesn't? Food is the best, though. Understandable. Food is the best. It really is. Like, nothing brightens the day like a tasty bit of food. Like, oh my god. Small story time for you. So I went to a city. I'm just gonna say a city so that I don't give away things. But I went to a city with a friend and my boyfriend. And we went to this food market place, and the two of them, my friend and my boyfriend, ordered this huge platter between them, and it was massive, and it had like lots of different curries, and then you had like little you could rip like little pieces of pancake, and then you'd like scoop it up with the pancake. Oh, it was so good. And then we bought some of the spices to make some of the curry, because they were Ethiopian spices and they were really hard to find. And we got some. We're going to make some the weekend, and I'm so excited to make it. Food, bro! How does a 2D character eat? With 2D food and 2D spoons and 2D cutlery. Easily. The same way, I'm going to take off my shield for a minute. Do you mean naan? It wasn't naan. It was like brown and spongy almost. Definitely wasn't a naan. It was a very similar kind of thing, but wasn't a naan. Can confirm, I have food too. A variety stream does too. Yee. But like, I can show you how I drink. 1 second. Like this. This is how I drink. So you can picture how I eat from that. Let me just put my shield back on. Wait, now my shield is in the wrong position. Oh no, now it's forever upside down! Crap! I'm gonna have to, like, potato my shield. 1 second. No! So I'm gonna do that, and then do that, and then I don't know if this is gonna work. That'll do. That's holding the shield up nicely. Yeah, that'll do it. No! I put the shield down for a whole minute and you tried to eat me! No! Don't eat me! No! No! No, 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 no. I am not food. Chibi is not food. Protection is important for the chibis. It is! You've seen them! They're ravenous! The fans are ravenous! Looks like a hat. Devour her! No! No! Leave me alone! Do not cook me! Do not eat me! Sacrifice it to Elmo. No! I realize even if you have your shield up, I could just eat your legs. No! No! Now you cannot eat any of me, but also you cannot see me. No, no E.T. No E.T. I am not food. Smith is not food. Brady Rose Smith, not food. Brady Rose Smith is streamer, not food. I hear it's pretty hard physical labor. Just give us a little taste. No! No, 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 no. No. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it alone, right? The more hands I have, the faster it'll go. Shion looked happy to hear that, but at the same time, her expression was complex, tinged with hesitation. Rena gave her the last push for me. It's decided then. You should go for it, Keiji-kun. He's all yours, Mi-chan. Put him through the ringer. Well, I can't argue with a recommendation from Rena. Okay then, go home first, put on some work clothes, and then come to the shrine. Oh, you might want to bring a towel to wipe off your sweat, too. Got it. I may look scrawny, but I actually quite like breaking a sweat under the hot sun. Careful you don't hurt your back, okay? Right. Enough of my old man spiel. I'll go off to the shrine, too, as soon as I've changed. Mi-chan, do your best too. Bye-bye. Mion waved vigorously to us and left. As far as I could tell from her gallant retreating figure, she seemed to have recovered from the weak state she had been in yesterday. Honestly fair, though. Girls are quick to get over things. Mi-chan is already fine. Right. Her switching back to normal so cleanly really makes it easy for me to talk to her. It was kind of funny though, wasn't it? Kind of like Cinderella. Like, you can't meet her anymore once the magic wears off. Rena began to giggle a fair bit in amusement. It's true though, we can't be going to see Shion again. Did you like this sort of thing? Incidentally, me going along with it gave me a weird, hard to describe feeling. Did I turn myself into a plaything, or did they do it for me? If you think it's so funny, then you should try pretending to be a different Rena too. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We had a different Rena before. No, 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 no. Sweet Rena only, please. Sweet Rena only, please. Next time wear full armor and a Bible. I thought the depress would fade, but it isn't. So I'm gonna go do a sad in the corner. Be black lady. Oh, okay, Depola Wolf, look after yourself. Make sure you hydrate. And eat something too. That might help a little bit. And get some sunlight. I don't know how bad the depress is, but those are usually things that help. Good luck battling your depresso. Keiji-kun, what kind of Rena would you want to meet? One with a bust size of at least 90. Huge knockers that you're okay with me touching. God damn it, Keiji. I can't do that. She'd be great at cooking and make me lunch and come over to see me in the mornings. I do that already. I pull Rena's head into a tight grip and start to pet it. You're Rena Ryugu, right? Rena, not Rihanna. So just stay Rena forever, got it? Thanks. We don't need sunlight, we have chibi. Aww. But you do need sunlight too. Touch grass, bro. Have fun helping set up the festival. You got it. Let's meet up tomorrow. He did save it. He did save it. I respect it. I respect it. I got changed right away and slung a towel around my neck like Mion suggested and set off for the shrine. The light of the chibi's smile is the only light I need. No, I think you do need some actual get that vitamin D in you, bro. Or if you don't go outside, I highly recommend vitamin D tablets. I take them during the winter because I get sad without sunlight. And that helps. You can't make me touch grass. That thing's dirty. Literally grows on dirt. You are not wrong. But how are you supposed to level up if you don't touch grass? You can't level up without going to a save point. That's right. Set the chibi on fire. You have to light it right away. No! No setting me on fire. I already take those. I get sad with sunlight too. Oh no! I don't know. I am unfortunately not a professional, and that is about all my advice will go to. Everyone is different. I ain't casual depressed, you're competitive depressed, oh my god. You can't deflect fire. I can deflect any verbal assault you send my way. Besides, you can hear the sound, right? That means I deflected it, whether you like it or not. Whether physics says I can or not. If you hear the deflection sound, it means I deflected it. That's the rules. Sekiro Brand, yes! At the shrine, there were more people than you would imagine even live in Hinamizuwa there, all cordoning off areas and setting up tent frameworks, chatting amongst themselves as they did so. Alright, where's Mion? The liveliness of the throng didn't make it easy to look for her. Searching around as if I already worked there, suddenly the principal called out to me. If it isn't my Abata-kun! Interesting. Have you come to help with the Wataganashi setup? Hello? Yes, I was just wondering if there was anything I could help with. How commendable your attitude is. Feel free to sweat to your heart's content. Ha 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 ha. Chibi Brownie can parry the laws of physics. I can! If it is sent at me as an insult. Spurred on by the principal, I came upon a group of people setting up tents. Oh, what's this? It's my Abata-chan! Did you come all the way to help us? I hadn't found Mion yet, but I suppose I'd just get in her way if I ran into her. Yeah, I'm here to help. Just tell me where you need me. Oh, you young ones have all the vitality. Here, grab some work gloves. Ever built a tent before? No, never. Delighting in teaching me a new skill, a skill to someone younger, plenty of people happily taught me how to sort all sorts of things. Okay, kid, go inside the tent and tie up the cords for the top. After that, we'll stand up and tie up the rest of them. Butterfly knots are okay, right? There and there. All done? We're standing it up! 1, 2, 3! What was nothing more than a collapsed tent was raised on 4 splendid legs before my eyes in mere moments. Whoa! Seeing it put together like this is actually pretty moving. Come on, no time to sit down and wonder. We've got a lot more to do. We packed the tents in the truck, so go get them from there. They're heavy, so take someone with you. Nah, I'm good. I may look scrawny, but I'm actually pretty strong. What? They look light enough. I thought they were, but they're really heavy. That's why I told you to have some help. Come on, said the man, lifting it up with a grunt and taking it under his arm. Either I'm weak or these old guys have superhuman strength. Let's go. You're the youngest one here, so we're gonna make you sweat for it. Let's do your best. Strong boy, not as strong as he thinks, boy. Do your best. Beer after work is the best. I'm a minor. That's okay, you can have a juice. Sweat dripped from my body. I had been completely absorbed in helping them. I would never have thought the cold barley tea from the Women's Society could taste this delicious. You're so young. Make sure you drink a lot. Thank you. It was then I realized a crowd had formed near the shrine ways off. When I took a closer look, I saw a girl dressed in a shrine maiden garb, and a handful of old men looking like they were preparing for the ceremony together. Is that Rika-chan? Hey, Rika-chan! Do your best! I shouted and it seemed like she heard me. Rika-chan positively exploded with vitality, answered with smile. The old guys with me watched Rika-chan as well, with distant gazes. Ah, Rika-chan is doing a great job. She seems far more used to this than she did last year. The old lady who gave me the tea clasped what looked like a prayer beads in her hands and said, Rika-sama, we thank you, we thank you. And just like that, began to respectfully praying to her. Huh? I just remembered that they called it Furaday Shrine. Wasn't Rika-chan's full name Rika Furaday? The man standing next to me answered my question. That's right. Rika-chama's Furaday clan is ancient and honorable, and has worshipped Oyashiro-sama for generations. Huh. I'd always gotten a feeling that she wasn't quite your average person, but it turned out she was from an esteemed family. After her father, who was the shrine priest, died the year before last, she's really been doing her best to learn the rituals. I wish the priest could have been here to see how wonderfully she's grown up. What? Rika-chan's father passed away? Okay, break time is over. Let's get the chairs we're not using back in the gym. Maki-san, pull the trunk around here. We'll take a few people with you. Alright, Maya Butter-kun, let's get to work on the last job. You're really gonna make me do more work? I can't tell if they know I'm a minor or not, but the older men all cheer me on, encouraging me to do my best, and that beer will be great. They know they're just having fun. Kei-chan, working hard, I see. I passed by Mion. She was carrying a big cardboard box. It looked like she was right in the middle of working herself. Judging by the sweat dripping down her shirt, it seemed that I wasn't the only one with their hands full. Yeah, I'm working my ass off. You work hard too. The beer's gonna be great. We were worked to the bone until the sun began to set and started cooling off. Ah, a nice scene. Time for the festival! Tomorrow! Tomorrow! It was soon full-fledged night, and the clear sound of the Higurashi eased the moderate pain I felt. The older guys began their night before drinking party in a tent, a fair bit off, causing quite a ruckus. The shrine grounds, on the other hand, had turned into a lonely road trickled by the cool evening breeze, despite being so festive just a little while ago. The wind felt good. Not tomorrow, today! Tomorrow. I leaned on one of the stone guardian dogs at the front of the shrine. I gave my legs a good stretch as I let my mind wander, and suddenly a paper cup filled with barley tea was thrust before me. Kei-chan, great work! Oh, that's the wrong voice. Here's some tea for you. You're so considerate. Thanks, Her voice sounded exactly the same, but it felt different somehow. Wait, you're... Hey, it's Shion! Don't go giving Mion all the credit. She isn't considerate at all. Don't get us confused, okay? Shion, you little... Now that I've caught you, you're not getting away. It was your mistake, Kei-chan. I never said I was anyone other than Shion. Oh, absolute bitch. Absolute bacon back bitch. Bacon back? Bacon batch bitch is what I wanted to say. That's right. You're no match for my older sister, so I can't let you be a match for me either. Anyway, your tea. It's gonna get warm. Ugh. Come on, please cheer up. I'm trying to make it up to you with this tea. That's not enough. That's not enough, bitch. It's not enough. Well, she did come all the way here to give it to me. I guess I can accept it. I took the cup and downed it in one gulp. Then suddenly, ah! I heard a loud shout and it got stuck in my throat. Which one is it this time? Is it the real Mion? Shion! Why are you hanging out with Kei-chan again? Because unlike you, I'm very considerate. Kei-chan was so sweaty I couldn't leave him alone, so I brought him some tea. By the way, why are you holding 2 cups of tea? Bitch, you know why! Oh, she's so mean. She's so mean! Mion's face went bright red and she tried to hide the paper clips behind her. 'Cause she's considerate too. Well, this is... There's no way you, such a rough, timid, good sister of mine, would ever briskly bring a male classmate tea, is there? Yeah, it's this again. I know, poor Mion. She deserves so much better than this. So, what are they? What are those 2 cups of tea? Fuck off. These are, well, right. I was just so thirsty, I figured I'd drink 2. Here's your triangle. Yeah, here is your triangle. Ah, that's so like you. Come on, chug chug. Fuck off, Shion. In the worst way possible. Fuck off, Shion. As Shion cheered at her, Mion downed both cups of tea, one after the other. What a fabulous drink that was. I expected nothing less from you. Kei-chan, you give her a hand too. Wait, suddenly this situation has gotten unbelievable. Mion doesn't usually get manipulated so easily like that. I've known for a while now, but Shion's terrifying. Mion, you can't hold your own against Shion. I hate her. And lately, I hate her even more. Just then I heard the snap of a camera shutter. Oh hey! It's you guys! Good evening. The festival is coming up tomorrow. Thanks for all your hard work in getting it set up today. Feelings mutual. Good evening. Oh, Shion-chan. It's quite unusual for you to come here. Oh hey, it's Tomatake and Takano-san. Finally a man tired of seeing schoolgirls. Yes, the man who will totally be around for a long time. He's back, yeah, he's back, he's fine now. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to him. Good evening, it's been a while, hasn't it? So you're the transfer student I've been hearing about. Keiji Mayabata-kun, right? You really did a bang-up job today, I'm impressed. I feel like I've seen this photography guy before. Have we met before? I'm glad you remembered. We passed many times on the road, Keiji-kun. I'm Tomitake. I'm a freelancing photographer from Tokyo. Then do you recognize me? Sorry, but I don't. She's Mio Takano-san. Do you remember her when you went to the doctor's office when you had a cold, Kei-chan? Mio-san is one of the nurses that works there. Call me Takano. I'm pleased to meet you. Tell me when you're coming in for treatment. I'll prepare a huge needle for you. That's very thoughtful of you. Tomitake-san seemed to be quite entertained at the Sonozaki twins being in the same place, and he took a picture after picture. I've heard about them, but this is the first time I've actually seen a pair of identical twins. You really do look alike. We're not just alike on the outside. See? Our underwear... Fuck. Ah, you idiot! What the heck are you doing? Things have never been as lively as when the two of them are together. I thought they were exactly the same at first, but I've started to get a handle on which one is which. She's got a catheter with your name on it. She do. Mion is Mion, and Shion, well, she seems a far better actor than Mion was. In the first place, somebody that could spurn Mion so easily wouldn't have shown such weakness to those lard buckets at Angel Mort. If that was the case, then that cowardly behavior from that day was all a complete act. They were even more alike when they were little. I heard even their parents had a hard time telling them which was which. That's really easy to imagine. I totally understand what they must have gone through. Takano gave me kind of an odd look, but explaining would have been a pain, so I didn't bother. Tomitake, you going straight back to Tokyo after your pictures of the festival? Yeah, I thought I would rather just stay here forever. Silly adult things. That's all. I hope your photos win a fabulous prize soon. I've been praying for it. Thanks! Next time I come, I'll bring pictures I took of you all today. Maya Bada-kun, you did a lot of work today. You must be tired from all the physical labor you're not used to. Huh? Well, I'm tired, but it was still pretty fun. Ah, youth. I'm so jealous. The man has learned. It's the same as last time. He was gonna leave after the festival last time, but he just didn't get a chance. Takano-san smiled with an adult elegance that no one in my circle of friends possessed. The wind caught her hair. She gave off an intelligent beauty. Hey, Oshi! Why, hello, everyone! It seemed like our merry crowd was standing out. This time an overweight older man addressed us. And again, it was someone I thought I knew. If I recall correctly, he's a policeman, isn't he? Oh, Oshi-san. Good evening. Doing a preliminary security inspection for tomorrow? Nah, something like that. Oh, if it isn't Tomitake-kun. It's certainly been a while. Uncle, yeah, he's here too. Everyone's here. I'm honored you remember my name. You really do love Hinamizawa, don't you? The apartments around here are far cheaper than the ones in Tokyo. You should just move here and get over with it. I know a realtor I could introduce you to. I appreciate the thought. I'd very much like to follow up on that. Nah! Alright, everyone have a good year. And Happy New Year to the Sonozaki twins too! Happy New Year, Detective Oshi. We appreciate your work. Why is it Happy New Year? This isn't New Year. We'd like to end this year's festival with the least amount of inconvenience possible. That's pretty strict on me. Detective Oshii left us with a low laugh and headed off to talk to some police officers standing a ways away. I gave Mion a glance and saw her making an annoyed face, as if she were glaring bullets at someone she hated. Yeah, it'd be nice if the police didn't have to do anything during Wataganashi this year. You like this place too, don't you? Oh, you mean to say you dislike it, Jiro-san? I quite enjoy such fantastic stories, don't you? Especially with the times being so dry and uninteresting. The curse of Onishiro-sama, you mean? It's time to get that backstory! It's time to learn about some murders. Curse? Tomitake-san used a troubling word. Then suddenly someone tugged at my arm. Kei-chan, I'm pretty hungry. Want to go to the tent with the drinks and have some candy and sweets? I'm up for that. I've gotten a little hungry as well. Okay, let's go. A moment later, Shion said something to Takano and Tomitake that stung my ears and gave me a start. I wonder who will die and who will disappear this year. I pulled back from Mion's grip and stopped abruptly. Shion, what did you just say? It felt like the air around us dried out all of a sudden. Let's go, Kei-chan. They're talking about something silly anyway. You still haven't told, Kei-chan? I make a point not to spread stories like that. Shion's cold and quiet tone and Mion's harsh voice were quite the contrast. Hey, wait. Hold on. What are you talking about? If you know something, then tell me. It doesn't feel right being the only one left out, you know? I don't understand this. Someone explain it to me. However, Mion didn't seem to be willing to grant my request. She squeezed my hand in hers, but when she realized I would hold my ground on this topic, she let go. I'm gonna go to the drinking tent first, then. If you don't come soon, Kei-chan, there won't be any left for you. Oh, get it already. I'll be there soon. Mion left, trotting towards a particularly noisy tent on the other side of the shrine grounds. Before she got there, she stopped and turned back around. I showed no signs of going after her, so she ran off. I could tell you haven't heard, I suppose. But it might be smarter not to ask and go to eat dessert. Hey now, you've already gotten my full attention here. I'm not going to leave without asking at this point. I think Kei-chan has the right to hear this too. My sister was just stealing that from you. Shion's voice was bristling with thorns, as if somehow blaming Mion. What on earth are you talking about? I don't really like when people start acting so self-important. Takano-san, realizing how prepared I was, looked across the group after confirming that there were no objections. She started opening her mouth. Do you believe in curses, Mayabara-kun? Curses? I think they're interesting, but I don't really... I felt their cylindrical stares and winced. It was like they were telling me it was stranger not to believe in curses. You're not wrong, Kei-chan. Curses are just superstition. It's only natural that you wouldn't believe in them. Besides, you can take all the time you need to decide whether to believe in curses after you heard us, though, said Takano, giving a little smile. They're trying to scare me. At least that's what it feels like. Alright, I'll start. Keiji-kun, do you know about the Hinamizawa Dam project? Oh yeah, the other day at Angel Mall, Shion or Mion rather told me all about it. You mean the plan for the giant dam that would flood Hinamizawa, right? That's right. Residents of the town banded together to fight it, and a fierce battle with the government unfolded. I'd heard that too. The entire village united, using all the power at their disposal, mass media, political influence, and other things, and fought the country. The way Mion described it made it sound like a boast. Oh, you know quite a bit about it then. Yes, you're right. It's practically an epic tale, how just 1,000 or so villagers banded together and rejected the government's plans. Did you hear this from my sister? She likes those kind of epics, you know. Yeah, she told me. There was, however, an office for Hinamizawa residents' opposing faction. It was this shrine. You know, the assembly hall. That's where it used to be. Now that the whole thing is over, the senior citizens use it for group activities. At the time, though, it was their last bastion. Takano explained this, pointing a finger towards the assembly hall. I had been carrying things in and out of all day. I mean, I would understand if they put an office like that in the mayor's house or something. But having an office on shrine grounds made it feel like a base camp for Sengoku period wars. That was basically the mindset, though. Placing the main force in the shrine dedicated to Onyashiro-sama, Hinamizawa's guardian deity, was like a prayer for victory. Onyashiro-sama. That was definitely it. They mentioned Onyashiro-sama's curse before. Is it the same Onyashiro-sama? Do you know about Onyashiro-sama, Keiji-kun? It's the name of the god worshipped at the shrine. It's said that he protects all of Hinamizawa. Well, I don't really know much about him. I see. I think Takano-san knows more about the rest. Tag, you're it. Well, that is generally the whole story. Onyashiro-sama is the ancient god passed down in Hinamizawa, and the villagers say that he has been protecting this sanctuary from the poisons of the outside world. So essentially, he's a basic standard guardian deity. I guess you can find that sort of god anywhere you go. There's research into whether Onyashiro-sama is a manifestation of a kind of elitism too. What I mean is that the worshippers might think of themselves as chosen people. Believing yourself chosen, a nationalistic belief that you are part of a superior race, or that you're a special clan chosen by the gods. They believe that they're a superior clan, so they believe strongly in cooperating with others, but they also end up being exclusionary towards other clans. I won't go into too much detail, but it's the sort of national and religious ideas that lead to war. Of course, that goes for Japan too. A long time ago, the people of Hinamizawa strongly believed themselves different from humans, that they were above them. They believed that interaction with the lower world would sully their souls. So everyone believed that if one from the lower world came to the village, that they would be sullied and suffer the wrath of Onyashiro-sama. Apparently that kept everyone away. Villagers that hate outsiders come up all the time in mystery novels. This was once a classic example of a xenophobic village. Well, they'll still deny it to preserve their pride. It was all a long time ago, after all. Things are different now. Shion followed up quickly, having sensed the thorns in Tomitake-san's words. Tomitake-san was embarrassed by what he said, scratched his head. So this shrine worships Onyashiro-sama, thinks of Hinamizawa as holy ground, and its symbol of their traditional hatred of the outside world. I get it. So that's why they chose the Shrine of Hinamizawa's Guardian as their base of operations, to restrict the sullied dam construction project that came from the outside. Correct, smiled Takano, pleased. She must dislike stupid people. Superstition, every last bit of it. The villagers gave everything, desperate to oppose the dam project, and right in the midst of it, the incident drove home a finishing blow. On Yashiro-sama's curse. The person managing the construction site of Hinamizawa Dam was murdered. 4 years ago, I believe. It took the newspaper by storm. Do you remember it? No, not really. He had a fight with his subordinate and was beaten to death with a pickaxe. His limbs and head were torn off and the remnants disposed of. One of those dismemberment homicides. They were all the rage at one point. Such a gruesome incident. But it was just that, an incident. A person caused the incident after all. Should they really put it down to a curse? Then the following year, a man who had organized Hinamizawa's group of dam propotents, he fell from a cliff while on vacation and died. Apparently it was an accident. Of course, most of Hinamizawa was hostile towards him. The police were all over the case, as if it were a homicide, but in the end, it was judged to have been an accident. Types of murder being all the rage is wild. I know, it's a bit of a saucy line from him, isn't it? Now it's an accident. This is the most curse-like one, but it's still far-fetched. And then, on the next year, this time, the priest of this shrine contracted an unknown illness and suddenly died. This may sound a little rude, but the old priest was kind of a wait-and-see type. The whole village was in an uproar about the dam, but he kind of didn't seem to want to bother. The shrine was a symbol of the opposition movement, and its priest, well, his attitude worked against him. The villagers at the time had hoped for a leader, but their hopes were betrayed. Some people were apparently pretty angry too. So at the time, all the older people were like, "This is Oyashiro-sama's curse." That's what they said. It seemed like every year dam-related people the village had resented towards were dying. It was pretty creepy. And also, it's interesting, all of the incidents and accidents always happen on the night of the Wataganashi festival. What? See? Starting to sound like a curse now, isn't it? Then, the year after that, in other words, last year, the sister-in-law of the man who was the leader of the dam propotents, the one who accidentally died, was discovered dead, having been beaten to death. Of course, they caught that criminal. See? Really seems like a curse, huh? 4 years in a row. Each one of the incidents and accidents were relatively commonplace, but every single one of them happening on the night of the festival, worshipping Onishiro-sama, that's not normal. The old folks had been blindly accepting Onishiro-sama's curse because of the incidents the past few years. Even younger people too. At first they thought it was stupid, but now nobody makes fun of it. Yeah, I can see where she's coming from. Even me. Even I didn't think there was a curse at all. Thinking about all the incidents like this made me feel like maybe it was real. For example, just look at the preparations for the festivals you were doing today. Everything might have gone crazy during the battle against the dam, but it was just a few years ago. The Wataganashi festival was never this well attended. Well, I guess you're right. If we didn't have Onyashiro-sama to talk about, we wouldn't all be coming to the festival like this, huh? There's a lot of people who say that infidels might be punished, so they really need to go to Onyashiro-sama's festival. Shion nodded as if she were mocking herself. So how about now, Keiji-kun? You're starting to get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, the curse is real, aren't you? I mean, you can't just laugh off people related to the dam construction project all dying like that. If even I feel like this is now, then the more superstitious members of the village must feel stronger than that. Well, I mean, I still don't think there's a curse. I can understand those who believe there is, though. That's a lot of death. It is a lot of death, normal-sized Phantom. Whoa, Kei-chan. You can really keep a cool head about this. Shion grinned, realizing I rejected the curse. If it's neither a curse nor a coincidence, then what should we make out of these incidents? Takano-san, smiling playfully, as if posing a riddle. Neither a curse nor coincidence, but every year someone dies. What should we make of that, then? Tomitake-san, catching on to the fact that I had no idea what to make of it, opened his mouth and came to my aid. Serial killing. Takano-san is suggesting that it might be the work of real people. Simple process of elimination would have gotten me there. I was a little taken aback, not having realized the answer immediately. Well, think about it. If it's neither a curse nor coincidence, then people must be willingly carrying it out. It's the only explanation, right? Takano pressed on, I smiled bitterly out of spite. Here I was just a few minutes ago, thinking the very concept of a curse was absolutely absurd. I mean, just because it always happens on the festival and stuff doesn't mean it is necessarily supernatural. It could just be a very twisted wish, but yes, it could just be people. When she suggested that it was someone's doing, I ended up thinking there wasn't any way it could be a person. But Takano-san was right. It was either a curse or a person's doing. If unrealistic things like curses didn't exist, then the obvious next step would be to start thinking it was people behind it. But if that was the case, I glanced at Shion. If the culprit is a person, then they'd have to be someone from Hinamizawa. That's what the police officer Oshi-san thinks right now, too. Hey, wait. That can't be. I thought now I knew the reason Mion didn't want to talk about this. If Oyashiro-sama's curse really existed, then that's fine. It would be divine judgment for the dam project business. However, if Oyashiro-sama's curse didn't exist, which it obviously didn't, then the culprit would most likely be someone from Hinamizawa. The villagers had worked desperately to oppose the dam project. They knew they had used all sorts of methods to fight against it. A small, quaint town with a ton of murders. What is this, Midsummer Murders? Yes, but only one day a year. If one of those methods was maybe... And now it becomes a whodunit. People whisper that Onyashiro-sama's curse could be the doing of a secret group in the dam resistance movement. Shion dryly put the words to my exact thoughts. Of course, I didn't expect it. She was from Hinamizawa, so I didn't think she'd come out and say it herself. If you calm down and think about it, anyone would come to the same conclusion. There wouldn't be a motive for anyone but people who benefit from opposing the dam project, right? So significantly less killing than Midsummer Murders, yes. Only once a year. I guess that's true. Admitting to the existence of a darker side of the dam project conflict would be rude to Mion, who spoke so highly of it. So I couldn't just accept Shion's seemingly logical viewpoint. One more thing. The police probably don't know about this. There's proof that someone from Hinamizawa committed these crimes, and the people of Hinamizawa know it. It? What? Shion rebukes me to keep my voice down. Sorry, but this is proof. What is it? It's the fact that one person dies and one more person disappears. One more person disappears? Did that mean that someone besides the one who died from the curse was a sacrifice? What do you mean by disappear? They just vanish and you never see them again? That's right. Suddenly and without a trace. As she spoke, Shion pretended to do a trick with her hands like she was making a magician's hat disappear. One dies a mysterious death, and one disappears, never to be seen again. A strange vanishing act. Many shocked faces. But then, why? How does that equate to someone from Hinamizawa being the culprit? Well, actually, Hinamizawa has this one really old legend. It's about how people offer sacrifices to Onyashiro-sama to calm his wrath. Or maybe the person that disappears is the killer and they just dip from town. Maybe. Sacrifices? Yes. They say they used to wrap a living person up in a bamboo mat and let them slowly sink down into a bottomless swamp. Takano-san, though explaining something pretty terrible, had a look of glee on her face as she did so. She is a psycho! As far as I can glean from the literature, it actually took 3 days and 3 nights for them to sink. See, even people a long time ago liked symbolism. As the body sunk, Onyashiro's anger would be quelled. Yep, it is pretty fucked up. Both were submerged into the deep. Takano was the only one laughing at this. Was she telling a joke or something? Shion didn't move to deny it, but I felt a difference in temperature between her cool expression and Takano-san's. This whole conversation, well, I think you can imagine after hearing it, but it's the secret history of Hinamizawa. Everyone who has been in Hinamizawa for a long time knows it, but they don't talk about it. Takano-san's not from here, but she knows quite a lot. She really likes local history, folk legends, stuff like that. She learned about it all by herself, too. I'm really not all that amazing. Just curious, that's all. Like a child. I just want to see scary things for the fun of it. Tomitake-san laughed. A little bit embarrassed. Wait a minute. What does that mean, the other person who disappears during the incidents? You're saying they're offered as a sacrifice? Yeah. Shion answers in one word before anyone else can speak. Someone dies, then someone disappears. Well, whether they actually get sacrificed or not is a different issue. But every time something happened in the past, one person died and one other person disappeared. For example, the first one, where the dam site manager was killed, apparently one of the people responsible for that still hasn't been arrested. Couldn't that just mean he managed to get away? I don't see why we should treat him as a sacrifice. Well, that's basically what I think too. There was also the year after that, with the leader of the dam propagants. You said he fell from a cliff and died while on vacation, right? Apparently his wife fell as well. The police investigated fervently, but they were never able to find the wife's corpse. The river under the cliff was actually pretty high at the time, though. She could have just been buried under the sand at the bottom of some lake downstream or something. So it's like Thunderdome, except 2 men enter and no man leave. Yes! The perpetrator of the dismemberment, like that, wouldn't want to be caught, so they'd be desperate to run away and hide too. I thought I'd heard about cases where the corpse wouldn't surface after the person drowned in a swallowed river like that. She vanished because of an unfortunate accident, but I didn't see the connection to sacrifices. If you took each past incident in turn, none of the disappearances evoked that terrifying an image. The year after that, with the priest suddenly falling ill and dying, is much clearer. His wife left a suicide note. They found it in the house the night the priest died. It said something along the lines of her quelling Onyashiro-sama's wrath through her death. The curse. It seemed to turn up in this one, though. Well, we may never know the truth of the matter. The swamp the wife drowned herself in was a giant bottomless one Takano mentioned before. The police investigated it, but all they could find were several of her possessions. They never found her corpse. The police suspected it was a fake suicide. It was a faked suicide, and they're still investigating now. Someone dies every year in the same way, and in the same way someone goes missing every year. Is she trying to tell me that everyone who vanished was kidnapped by someone extremely efficient means and dumped into the bottomless swamp still alive and drowned to death? But a curse? That's unbelievable in its own right. Then, the next year, what was it? The Dampotenant's sister-in-law? She was killed, so at the time someone else vanished. Someone did disappear. It was a boy around my age, named Satoshi Hojo. He's the nephew by marriage of the woman killed. Shion cut in with a slightly strong tone of voice. She knew the boy who had disappeared pretty well. At least that's the vibe I was getting. Well, that about sums up everything up. One person always dies, and one person always suddenly disappears. Leaving the suddenness aside, the fact that each incident involves one person disappearing. So that means the first person who died is because of Onyashiro-sama's curse, and the second person who vanished is because the villagers sacrificed them. Is that it? Kei-chan, there's no curse. Somebody kills the first person under the guise of the curse, and someone takes away the second to be sacrificed. But, Shion, that means the criminal is in the village. That's what I've been guessing from the start. It's pretty shocking though, you know? We live in the Showa period. It's kinda hard to believe people are committing murder like it's nothing, using some ancient justifications, huh? It didn't have anything to do with our discussion, but I got a feeling that maybe Shion didn't like Hinamizawa that much. Mion enjoyed talking about Hinamizawa and its epic tales. So she had avoided talking about Onyashiro-sama's curse, which didn't paint Hinamizawa in a good light, no matter how you looked at it. She was trying not to give me a bad impression of the village, so she didn't say anything. Shion, on the other hand, was somehow different. She wasn't rejecting the concept of a curse to purge Hinamizawa of this bad impression, but rather because she strongly believed that a member of the village was the criminal behind this. Her convictions seemed a bit removed from the tight sense of community held by the people of Hinamizawa. Once upon a time, they looked so alike that you could mistake them from one another. But talking to her now, I was getting a powerful feeling that Shion had a completely different personality to Mion. And with that murderous information, we will be leaving the stream here. Thank you everyone for coming! I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone in chat. Thank you everyone who lurked. And thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. I appreciate any way you can watch and support. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it. If you would, if you're on YouTube, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you are on Twitch, if you would follow the channel. Yay! As I've said before in the stream, I am unfortunately busy on Sunday. So I won't be doing my usual Sunday stream this week. I will be off all weekend. And I will be back on Monday with the last Minecraft of the season. Woo! We're going to do some Rails again. Rails again. And I might talk about Doctor Who a lot, because I'm going to go see the finale later on today. And it's going to be so much fun! Thank you so much for coming. Those are the free things you can do to support me, other than just talking about me and posting about me or drawing me. That would be lovely too. But you could also give me months. Like, the Polar Wolf did, because we appreciate that. If you have any money burning in your pocket and you would like to pass it my way, there are many ways you can do this. You can do this through YouTube membership, where you get emotes. I don't have the list up, so I'm trying to do this from my brain. I'm going to get the list up, so I don't have to do this from my brain. 1 minute. Where you get emotes, exclusive streams, Discord, and Discord channel, and merch discounts. You have the Patreon, where you get basically the same thing, but you get short stories on top, and you get free books. Actually, memberships, YouTube memberships get a free book as well. I released a short story collection and lore book, which you can get either from my merch store. It's only $1.99, so it's really cheap. It's a really short book. It's got 5 short stories in, and little bits of lore about my time in the library. And you also get it for free if you're a member or a Patreon. If you would just like to throw money at me, there's been a wonderful demonstration of how you can do that through Kofi. And last but not least is my merch store, where you can get ebooks, first edition copies of books I've written, bookmarks, keyrings, t-shirts, a notebook, and a very soft pillow with my face on, and some stickers. That is all I have for you today. I need a cup of tea. So I'm going to go make me a cup of tea. Or if I'm really lucky, the boy is already home, maybe I might have a cup of tea waiting for me. I'm not sure. We'll go find out. It'll be fun. But that is all from me. I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Brand New Smith, Life of the Forbidden Library. Good.